What is up, everybody? It is Hobbs Horror back with you with another review from MVD Entertainment. I want to thank MVD for sending me these titles to review, to go over for you guys. Now, this initial title of the film is Drunken Fists, but this one actually goes as Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. So you can see here, not to be confused with the one that we all know, right? The one we all know and love. Good look at the inside there. Nothing real specific as far as art or anything to go with it. But just going over this one, it's 73 minutes long. Initially came out in 2021 with a re-release in 2024 from MVD Entertainment as far as their catalog there. Go check out MVD Entertainment at MVD Shop or shopmvd.com. By the way, tell them Hobbs sent you. So it's been on release since 2024. I'm not for sure a lot of people know about this film, if anybody knows about this film. I've only seen maybe one other person talk about it, but it does get a 5.5 on IMDb as far as reviews, so some people must have seen it in that retrospect. Looks like it might have actually gotten a 2025 actual release based on the actual dating here on the back of the DVD, but it does say 2024 in the IMDb notes. But basically what you have here is you have Su Chan. Basically, he is a student, basically. He lives in a particular area. He's kind of like a China martial artist, he specifically is a martial artist that's kind of goes back for training with his hometown. And quite often, but he's younger, so he's partying a lot, so he's going back to visit his family. He goes back to visit his family when he realizes that all hell has broken loose and that the family has been attacked by a different type of clan. And it's a different group. It's a revenge situation at that point. The problem is he's often stumbling around drunk off his ass, kind of like the drunken master in that realm. So he's got to find a way to figure out what happened to his family. It's very, very sad. His family pretty much has all been slain. He has been basically framed for a drug heist, so people think that it's him as well. And so it's just a big shit show at that point, and he's got to figure out who framed him and who took out his family. He took out his basically his dojo and his clan, and that's the basic premise of the film. Nothing too crazy. It's a standard revenge film, and that aspect of it. I will say that in retrospect, the cover art is kind of deceiving. You're thinking Mortal Kombat, you're thinking The Pit, you're thinking The Outworld, all that shit with Mortal Kombat. It's not in this one. It's a little bit of a different feel to it. There are different characters to it, but a lot of the action is going to be kind of like your Matrix type kicks, a lot of AI type martial arts. The cover art is absolutely AI embezzled as well as the initial cover art. I'll put in the title. But basically, that's the premise of the film: is Su Chan has to basically avenge his family, figure out why he was framed, who framed him, and raise hell. And that's exactly what he does in this movie. If you're a fan of martial arts, if you're a fan of fantasy martial arts, it's definitely in your wheelhouse. If there's a bit of a love story involved too with this, the fight scenes, choreography was fantastic. I don't know the budget to the movie because there's really not a whole lot of information about this movie. You can't find out a lot about it on IMDb, at least not that I was able to find out. There really wasn't even hardly any subtitle options, at least not that I was seeing. I actually watched it without the subtitles just to get a different type of effect for it. Like I said, there is a bit of a love story to it if that's your type of thing. But don't be deceived. You're not going to see something like this where you're going to have Goro show up or Any other of our favorites from the combat trilogies or anything like that come into this. All the various forms of Mortal Kombat is not in this movie. This is a movie about a drunken master, basically, and he is just trying to go back to school to do his training. And like I said, the whole group has been demolished. People that he was close with at one point in time have been killed, and he wants to get revenge. And it's the most basic plot. You can get this one again at shopmvd.com or MVD Shop. Check out MVD Entertainment. They have a lot of discounts. They had a 50% off last week sale. They've got a lot of good stuff, guys, and they put out a lot of great specials and things, and they've been taking care of me. And this one, I'm going to give this one a 2.5 out of 5 on the Boglin scale. That was an unintentional drop. But yeah, I mean, it's a fantasy martial art film. Lots of good stuff to see if you like special effects, AI driven, the Matrix type karate, that type of stuff. Anyhow, I'm back to the game. Sorry, this was a little bit of a long pause since I've done a review. So if I'm missing a lot of things, then I'll get back to it. But yeah, go check out MV Entertainment. Check out Mortal Kombat. It's on Roku if you want to watch it. You can also check it out for free on Tubi. It's definitely worth a one-time watch if you like fantasy martial arts. Check with y'all later. Peace.